Hey, good evening, everybody. Anybody who is watching right now, I'm just throwing this up because I want to let you know about a couple of exciting things that are going to happen for Fanboy Planet in the next week or so. Uh, we get Nate back again. We are going to podcast live on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Pacific time. So hopefully not too late for people on the East Coast and mid morning for our friends in Australia. So, and it excites me that we have friends in Australia. But anyway, I do want to let you know we did have a hiccup in our hosting and coding, and therefore there's been articles appearing and disappearing. So there's that. We have the podcasts pages still exist. The player does not work with 100% accuracy. So as long as you press download, then it actually will download and play without necessarily downloading to your hard drive. I've tested it this way several times this week. We are promised that this problem is being worked on. We have yet to see the actual solution, but okay, so anyway, and by the way, yes, I just heard from Nate, assuming a certain 2-year-old. We shall name no Joeys. It's funny that I just talked about Australia. The other thing is that next Monday, I'm going to sit down with David Papos, who is the co-creator of Spencer and Locke and Spencer and Locke 2, and one of my favorite series of 2019, Going to the Chapel. He's got a new Kickstarter going live on Monday, currently titled Project Saffron. That is not what it actually is. I have seen some pages, and that's all I can say other than, yeah, I really like the idea. And David was kind enough to say, yes, I will go in with your goofy live stream interview experiments. So he'll be there. Thank you, David, on here Monday night. It's at 7 p.m. Pacific time. That's August 17th at 7 p.m. Pacific. I'm working on getting a couple of other people to come on and do interviews with me on live stream or in discussions, and watch this space. That's all I can say, because I'm not sure what our posting ability on Fanboy Planet is going to be on a regular basis. But thanks to StreamYard, this is not a paid endorsement. Rather, I paid them. Thanks to StreamYard, we can do Facebook Live and we can do YouTube Live, both. So, very much looking forward to that. 2 articles that disappeared, and I just want to call out, because I do have to rewrite them, and I'm frustrated because I really wanted to tout the 2 things that it did there. I added an Isolation Stack article where I read the trade paperback from Ahoy Comics, Captain Ginger. And so I want to just say in microcosm right now, I thought it was a clever idea from the cover alone, thinking, oh, it's just cats in space, ha ha ha. And then when I saw it on sale on Comixology, I downloaded it and read it Sunday night. And no, I'm going to say I devoured it Sunday night, because what it turned out to be was hard science fiction. And though we've seen evolved cats in a few different places, I think it was the one called Far Space, the animated series on TBS a couple of years ago. And certainly, of course, in Red Dwarf, this is not that. It is the cats are very much like cats, but they have been hyper evolved, and they are in a ship where they're trying to figure out the technology and trying to also escape the alien race that wiped out all the humans. And so it's really, really a fascinating, and I should have known better, because the first time I ever read something by Stuart Moore, it was kind of it was a hard sci-fi graphic novel from Penny Farthing Press called Para, and I don't know if it's in print anymore, but I have a copy somewhere in my garage. And anyway, it was a great book, and I'll have to rewrite the review, and because it is worth your time. I was really glad that I bit the bullet and finally read it, because it wasn't what I expected. It was so much better. The other thing is, it was just a fun little game I got sent by Goliath Games that hit the stores yesterday, called Dino Crunch. It's really for ages 4 to 8, but it will keep them occupied. It involves a mechanical, or a little plastic Tyrannosaurus Rex, who, if you wait too long in trying to steal back the eggs that he stole, he will go snap at you. But we've also tested and determined that he doesn't actually snap hard enough to catch any fingers, because that was my biggest concern. I like these fingers. I type with these fingers. Not that it did me much good this week on Fanboy Planet. So anyway, that's all I've got to say tonight. I look forward to doing this a lot more and connecting. And I know I've said that before, but I'm going to do it again. Say it again, and hoping we'll have more interviews coming your way. And I, for one, really looking forward to Thursday night with Rick, Nate, and obviously myself. I guess I'm there, and we're going to talk about the week's comics and the week news. And I would be remiss if not to mention that, of course, on Fanboy Planet, an article that I did save was an attempt to analyze what's going on with DC. This week has been very rough, and I do want to call out, I don't know if anybody that I know personally lost their jobs yesterday, but whether I know you or not, I'm so sorry, and I hope that things recover and rebound, and that this spurs greater creations, independent creations. I don't know. I'm really at a loss for what happened there. So, man, 2020. Okay, it's true. It's going to be a slang term for when things go completely pear-shaped, as the British used to say. So let's not be 2020. Let's be completely 2021. And I will talk to you later. Use your powers for good. See you later. Thanks.